Hello, everybody. Week 1 of the NFL is finally in the books. A lot happened. We're not going to cover everything. We know that Serge, the hockey guru, who has so much the guru spills over to the NFL, spoke to you about his locks this week and his lock for the team that will not lose. I'm sure he'll want to talk about those results. Not here to do that, other than the fact that we've all made some good picks week 1, some of them not so good. You know, I've heard so many people talk about, oh, you can't start a rookie week 1. They have to learn the system. Depends who it is. Depends who it is. There are some people that are ready. And whether or not they win or lose that first week. There's a lot going on. Derek Carr. Let's talk first about Derek Carr, right, this week. I mean, the man played like a frightened soul. And there's nobody who's a bigger Derek Carr fan than me. Though I'm still a little upset about the game a couple years ago where all I had to do was beat San Jose. They get a major bowl. Didn't happen. Carr is class all the way. He's one of the reasons why I vote for the Raiders also with my Jets. Had season tickets for the Jets since 1978. But Carr, you look like a frightened soul out there tonight. Yes, I know the Rams played well, blah, blah, blah. But you were thrown off your back foot. You were short arming the ball. You weren't reading the receivers. It quite frankly looked like you were afraid to get hit. And I get it. You got injured last year, and we won't even get into the conspiracies about why you got hurt last year. But the truth is, you got to put this thing behind you. And by the way, Gruden, Chucky, whatever you want to call yourself, love having you as the Oakland coach, but you got schooled, man. I hope you brought your loose leaf. Hope you brought your lunch, maybe a juice box. Because Gruden, you got schooled this week, big time, at halftime, tie game. Who made the adjustments and who didn't? Carr went into that halftime 199 yards, came out maybe 4 yards after the third quarter. Your team looked gassed and quite frankly looked frightened. Could we throw a pass over 15 yards maybe? Maybe. Got to put it in the rearview mirror. A lot of people had bad days who were pretty darn good quarterbacks. Stratford as well. We had 5 turnovers against the Jets. Sam Darnold, you can't start a rookie. You know, look, the guy should have went number 1. I know you don't say a lot over the first week, but the guy's ready. I love the fact. I don't love the fact that he threw an interception for the touchdown, but what I love is he got it out of the system. Plays for New York. He's got to have some moxie. And you know what? He just comes back, got a little bit of Favre in him. And I think you know what I'm saying. I'm not calling him Brett Favre, but he got that moxie, got that Joe Namath moxie. Like that stuff. Jets are going to surprise people this year in a very weak division. Patriots, your easy ride may be over. I know it's week 1. I picked the Raiders to go into the playoffs. I still think they will. But you better get on your horse, Gruden. You better actually coach. Carr, you better not play like a frightened soul. Because the Chiefs are really, really good this year. And you got to sweep them. I think you got to sweep them. Because you want to get home field advantage. Oaktown folks deserve that. They deserve a couple of playoff games at home. Let's talk about some other things that happened. That tie. Mayfield didn't play. Why he didn't play is beyond me. What are you trying to prove? 21-21 tie? A tie week 1? Really? NFL, you can't do better than that? You can't figure it out? A tie, that's just awful. Dallas Cowboys. Oh, if I got to hear more of the talking heads talk about them and Dak, well, I like Dak a lot. They looked awful. I mean, they really did. They looked awful. And you know, and Garoppolo, right? He played more like Garoppolo, the comedian. Enough with he's the second coming. There was C's that were parted. Somebody ordered a pizza. 3 interceptions. Carr, 6 interceptions from the Bay Area teams this week. We really got to put it behind us. It's just one game. You don't really start getting nervous till after the 3rd game. At least that's my opinion. But I tell you, those short dink and dunks, no good. So Garoppolo, terrible this week. Carr, terrible. Darnold, very, very good. I love the fact, like I said, he threw the interception for a pick 6. So what? I come back out, I'll still kick your butt. I'll kick your ass is what I meant. So, what do we learn? We learned that the Ravens, their quarterback's not ready to go pack it in and have the sub come in. I like seeing that. Bills, I don't know what you're doing. You have an excellent cold weather quarterback there. Start him now. What are you waiting for? Please. Andrew Luck did okay his first week back. A lot going on. The Saints, they'll be fine. They'll be fine. The defense is a little scary, but the Saints will be fine. You know, Eli Manning gets no respect. It's like, what are people told to say? And they hear the talking heads in the morning, and then you have all these drones coming out saying the same thing. Eli has won 2 Super Bowls against Tom Brady. Let's count the other people. Nobody. Oh, it's a lucky pass. No, not at all. Not at all. Cool under pressure, making it happen. Lastly, 2 of the most overused, nonsensical stats in football, are the INTs, interceptions. Because I got to tell you something. Terry Bradshaw threw a lot of interceptions, but you know what? Maybe it's because of the 4 rings that were on his fingers. 4 in 6 years. Sometimes it bounces off people's hands. Sometimes it's like a punt. Sometimes who cares? You throw it down the field, try to make something happy, shake it up a little bit. It's all about wins and losses and Super Bowl rings. 4 in 6 years is a lot more impressive than 5 over 15 or whatever. And you can't compare quarterbacks, by the way, because they played in different eras. One played when you can get hit, right? Frank Tarkenton ran around for his life. Doesn't mean I'm throwing any shade at Tom Brady or any of the guys today, but you just can't compare the two. If you never took a helmet to the back of the head, legally. Anyway, and the QPR rating, quarterback performance rating, that's just a bunch of nonsense. Because as you can see, it's about wins and losses. It's just meaningless. I've seen quarterbacks win with terrible QBR ratings. Anyway, so week 1 in the books. Who was I most impressed with? The Jets. Sam Darnold. Absolutely. Who was I most disappointed in? It's a tie. Garoppolo. And Carr. Carr, what are you throwing off your back foot for in short arm and ball? The Bay Area teams are the biggest disappointment this week. I expected the Cowboys to lose. And everything else kind of went according to plan, except for that ridiculous tie between Cleveland and Pittsburgh. So what are your thoughts? Let me know. Please subscribe down below. Let me know what you think. We're going to be doing this every week. We're going to be talking about Fresno State football a lot, and we cover that and what's going on. So this is Darren Redmond for Redmond's Wrap Up. Have a great evening.